It's January 6th, 2023, and we wanted to give you a little snippet of our winter sowing project. We take these 5-gallon jugs that we've either bought or been given, and we cut them up to the handle, fill them with about 4 to 5 inches of potting mix, and then sprinkle seeds on them that need winter or cold stratification, and we put them out in the garden. So come along with us, and we're going to show you how we mix our own potting mix for our jugs for winter sowing. So here we go. I just find it to be so much easier to put the peat moss in. When you go the other direction, it just takes forever. So when you put water in peat moss, I don't think it mixes up as well. So I don't know if that's a secret for you. It was a game changer for me. So as soon as I get this prepared, I'll add my perlite.
In case anyone's wondering, we got these buckets. The pink one came from Tractor Supply, but they don't seem to carry them anymore. But Lowe's actually just got that one on the right end, the bluish whitish one. So they had a whole bunch of those.
Yeah,
so.
These are game changers too, these buckets. See, so honestly and truly, I'm not going to demonstrate how much of a pain it is to put water into peat moss. You want to put your peat moss into your water. If that's a game changer for you, let us know.
So these are our favorite thing for winter sowing. We discovered this last year. Milk jugs are good too if that's what you have, but we discovered that these 5-gallon water jugs are so much better. A lot of times people put them on Facebook Marketplace for free, and that's really nice. We got connected with somebody that was giving us about 13 at a time. She'd load them all up. So what we did was we used the jigsaw to cut them open, and then we didn't cut all the way around. We left a hinge so that they could open and close. And then we last year wrote on them with nail polish or Sharpie, but this year we got these handy little number tags. It's number 49, and we're going to use zip ties and just zip tie them around the neck so that we don't have to worry about having to redo them and make sure the numbers don't wash off. And then we just kept a list in our phones of which ones.
So I got the peat moss done. Believe me, I can't stress enough how much you should put peat moss into water, not water into peat moss. And this is the perlite, and I'm going to go ahead and just dump the whole bag in here. Incidentally, if you want to make seed starting mix, which is basically sieve peat moss, you can do it. Just get a piece of hardware cloth and, you know, strain it over the I mean, I know you could buy one of those gadgets that lets you sieve stuff, but just get a piece of hardware cloth, put it over a bucket, and there you go. Hardware cloth is stiff wire mesh, almost like screening, and you can usually get it near chicken, what's
wire.
that? Chicken wire? Yeah, the chicken wire aisle. I did put a little handful of worm castings in here, because when you buy potting mix, it does have fertilizer, and some people say to get it, some people say not to get it, but I put some in here.
Got that all mixed up. I'm gonna fill up our container. And they say about 4 to 5 inches is good, so if you want to just kind of use the width of your fingers apart, that doesn't have to be too exact.
And the idea is you want to have it fully moistened before you put it in there and put your seeds. And although the packages have the little seed packets, or the seeds that you save will have instructions on how to do them, if they fell into the earth on their own and survived, so that's the idea here.
All right.
Do you have your little label on there?
Yep. It's gonna be number 31.
Sweet. What are we going to start with?
whatever I pull out of my pocket, which is gonna be Lauren's grape poppies.
Ooh. These actually did really well for us last year, although we didn't get this type of poppy. The poppies we had last year, we, what do they call it when you take the whole clump?
Oh, I forget.
Well, anyway, there's an expression in the winter sowing land of not trying to divide the little seedlings. And I suppose poppies, I was told, don't like to be transplanted, so you have to take the whole hunk of seeds. I think that's what it's called.
So I've got some foxglove seeds. They're so tiny, and they say that you're supposed to do them about 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just gonna sprinkle them around, and then just give a light little tap, since 1/8 of an inch is not very much at all. Do a couple more.
We're gonna do two water jugs worth of foxgloves. Oh, after this we'll show you what our winter sown transplanted foxgloves look like. We're hoping they bloom this year. What's next?
The poppies,
Aha!
which are also super small, and they just say surface though, so I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing I just did and not push them down at all,
Okay.
basically.
If anybody knows what the name of that bird is that sounds like he's saying doobie doobie doo, there he went. Love that guy. Oh, these are going to be so awesome. Last year we had mixed poppies, so these will be fun to do. Which one is this again, Jenny? Can I see the...
Lauren's grape.
And then what we're going to do is close them up, put a little tape, not a lot. Last year we put a lot of tape. Put a little bit of tape, and then we'll just put them in a sunny location. Here is foxgloves that we winter sown in 2022. So we're in January of 2023 getting ready to start a whole new batch of winter sown foxgloves. But I think I planted them, I just kind of jammed them all together, knowing that they would bloom this year and not bloom again. Hopefully they'll drop some seeds over here, but we're starting 2 new jugs.